Hey, what's up, guys? DJMama here, and we're here to cover Orcust. So, I really enjoyed playing this in Prague. So, we're really heading Prague. You might see soon that I'm still like on my third time playing Orcust, but I played it a lot, and getting the new support, it's basically just the extra deck, because the main deck is still strong for Orcust. So let's see how this one goes, shall we? Let's start with, of course, our new one-card starter, aka Girsu the Orcust Mech Knight. All you have to do with this man is just normal summon him, and he gives you a token if he's the only thing on your field. And then he can, dump an Orcust from deck. So, fun. He can also be a tuner if there's, like, 2 things in his column, which can be pretty funny. That's all we'll say about that. Next up, our other starters. This is going to be pure Orcust, so you're going to see a lot of different cards. We got 3 Harp Horror. Not a bad card to see, to be honest. Easy to link off with our new Link 1. So, not bad. Obviously, summoning something from deck is always good, but, Ash Bait, Bestial Bait, Bestials and Lancia are the biggest monsters against Orcust right now. And they're all good, so we hope the ban list can lower that power level down now. Next up, we have 3 Symbol Skeleton. You probably only see like 2 for pure builds, but I like seeing 3. He's not too bad to see. You also need to definitely go through a good amount of Symbol Skeletons. But obviously, if you're good, you should be able to always have a Symbol Skeleton in rotation in your grave, and then you cycle 1 back with your Banish. So you can switch out maybe a 3rd copy for maybe a Brass Bombard if you're about that, but I only played Brass Bombard for the Savage combo, and we don't have Savage, and there's not really an 8 you want to make right now anymore. And also we can't do Hulk stuff because you can't bring out the Bombard with Hulk. Anyway, our last Orcust name is, of course, Nightmare, who is still in this deck and still makes it, as always. You got the best thing you can bin with Galatea. The damage step thing is very nice to do in Babel. Next up, our World Legacy cards. Got to have World Wand and the new add of World Crown. So it's basically, a little solemn warning. It's like Angel Statue Azuroon, but searchable. I know it's technically searchable off Still Hat, but in archetype, nice. Gives you a nice little end board piece. Next up is a card that's kind of was thought to be decent in this deck. NT 8000 Sirius. It's a little dark machine that can extend your end board. So I'm if it's pure, I'll play this because I don't have Queensmith at the moment. But this I think will do just fine. And next up, more Orcust cards. We're on our 1 of Babel and our 1 Return. I honestly might go to 2 Babel because Babel is so good. It's easy. It's really easily accessible. But honestly, if you open it, it's kind of nice. Not gonna lie. So maybe we can go up to 2 Babel. I'd still like playing Return because I'm playing 3 Symbol Skeleton, and you can just bin it and just draw 2 cards. Draw also kind of is okay into this deck, but it's not that great. And then we're on, of course, True Crescendo as another kind of starter and our end board piece. It's funny how this is, both starter and end board. This thing we're playing Foolish Burial for the names, and then we have 2 Foolish Burial goods. Can't really see them there, but yeah. We're on 2 goods to send Crescendo, Search of Dark, and then immediately Dark Lock ourselves, which is not a problem, obviously, but, limits us in only ways that matter. That don't really matter, but are still fine. So immediately Dark Locking yourself is fine. We're on, of course, 3 Ash. We need to stop Charmies. This is Ash's only job right now in 2025 is rough. You don't Ash any 1-card searcher like Rhoda, Bonfire, maybe OSS if it was still legal. Right now this is just Charmy stop. I'm please do not please stop charming me. And for my next ones, hand traps, we got Druid Swarm and Magnemite. They kind of fit really nicely in here. Making sure there's something always banished for your Galatea or your other Link monsters and Girsu and Long Girsu. And an extra body is not too bad, especially Druid Swarm. Druid Swarm is really nice. Next up, let's have to talk about the other Charmy stop in the format. We have Droll and Lockbird. Charmies need to stop. They need to like do something about it, because yeah, this is the only Charmy stops are Droll, Ash, and of course our next stop, Cross Out, and you know, triple tack. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do. I think, yeah, these are what it has to be. And speaking of Charmies, we have 3 Fualos right there. Like, listen, at least it's half and half, like half non-engine and then half engine. So it's kind of nice. And next we're on like Called By, 3 Forbidden Droplet. I think this is a really good Droplet deck. I love playing Droplet in Drytron, and this is also a very good card here because you can send like Crescendo on your opponent's turn too. It's not bad. What else you can send? There's a lot of decent cards to send. And then our last card is, of course, Imperm. You know, it's Imperm. It still does the job, and it's another like Forbidden Droplet target. If we ever got into a matchup, we need to send more traps. But yeah, this is a pure variant. I do want to try Orcust Fiendsmith. I did see the lines for like Crush cards, and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. But I think this version is also very fine. It works. It works out. Okay. But let me know in the comments about your takes on Orcust. I think this deck is pretty good. Even though it got no main deck support, technically. Unless you want to count this new card. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. We've got to talk about the extra deck, which is insane, really. I really do believe this deck. I think this deck has a shot at doing well in the future. And especially even after the ban list. I think even after the next ban list is going to be pretty good. Alright, let's start with the extra. So, obviously, we got to play our big guy. We got big old man Din Girsu at 2. You don't need really you don't need to do more than 3. Playing 3 Din Girsu is like maybe you're playing like Prosby in the deck, which is a choice. So that's the only reason I can see you playing 3 if you're playing like Prosby for some reason. Next up, we're on a single Typhon. Sometimes he comes up, but maybe sometimes he doesn't, and then you just lose the game if you just decide to summon him. Alright, and then, of course, our new Link 1 of choice, Galatea, Galatea 2, Link 1, Galatea. So, yeah, this card's insane. Obviously, it's needing an Orcust or a World Legacy, so you can't use Ibly with it, so it's fine. You can kind of tech Ibly into it, but it should be alright. And it can't be used as XC material. You can't put a Din Girsu on top of it, which would be kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, sending a card from your hand to the graveyard and then adding a World Legacy monster or an Orchestrated Babble specifically. So yeah, Orcust gets the Link 1 that searches the field spell. And then discard engrave, banish 1 Orcust card from your graveyard, special summon it, and you can use each effect once per turn. Pretty nice. Stacks up your banish zone and prepares you pretty much. And it can be summoned multiple times. Love to see it. Only like downside is you can't make Din Girsu on top of it. Like, so the only like downside. All right, continuing on through the extra deck, got 1 dark. Seems, you know, explanatory. This whole deck is gonna be extra deck is gonna be dark. We have 2 Galatea. You never want to skip out on 1. You just got to keep up 2 Galatea. And then next up we have, of course, IP and SPs. Love the darks in this. Since this is also a dark deck, you can run Dominus Impulse, but you know, right now my budget is not looking like 3 Impulse kind of deck. You know, if I mean, you know what I mean. IP is nice. Gets you pretty decent flexibility, especially if you have this engrave. You can go this engrave and plus IP and another one to go into our Link 4, which is pretty nice. Moving on though, we still have regular Unicorn. He's not bad to be another like SP target after IP, so he's not bad. Also, discarding a card from your hand, sometimes you need to do that if you'd like to see Skeleton. We on Long Girsu, sometimes his little effect, sometimes people forget his effect, so you can, hopefully you can catch some people off guard with like, here's zones. Anyway, quick effect with Babble up, shuffle those guys back. Kind of funny. We're on Azalea Temperance. Wish I had regular Azalea, but, you know, a link to Azalea. But Azalea Temperance not bad. It's another, like, steel card. Also not a bad, another dark link to add to this mix. We're on Boral Sword. So, going between this and Axis Code Talker, you definitely want Boral Sword over Axis Code Talker, because there's not a lot of, different, attributes to banish for Axis Code. So, I wanted Boral Sword instead, and it's not too bad. And then we have the end piece, Enligirsu, big dude, 2+ monsters, including Orcust Link specifically. And then, pretty much target a banish Orcust or World Legacy, add it to your hand, and then shuffle 1 card from your hand into the deck. And take control of 1 monster. So it's a Snatch Steal, sets up your, need some banish setup, but that's not hard to do in Orcust at all. And then if he leaves the, this card is in the grave because it was sent there from the EMZ, banish this card, and then send 1 card from your hand, or send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. Nice little send too. So I've seen a lot of decks play Zeus in this list. I don't agree with the Zeus really, because it's a light. So because it's a light, that sucks. The way you would do it is, like, if you ram into a Dingirsu, in battle phase, hit, and then you can put Zeus on top, but that just seems not as good as it should, because usually if you want to get to Ding, you have to put, like, a Galatea, and if you want a Galatea, or either Galatea effect, it'll Dark Locks you. Like, anytime you do any Orcust combo or Orcust card, it says Dark Lock. So I don't like Zeus in the extra deck. It was like, sometimes they'll come up. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, maybe taking something with their XYZ with Enligirsu and just, like, hit, and then here's Zeus. I don't know. If you can convince me in the comments about Zeus, I will hear it, but I'm not playing Zeus in this deck as my personal preference. So that's that. And then the extra deck. I'm still tinkering with the extra deck. I don't know what I should be doing. I know I should probably put a Lancey in the side for a crossout target, but it doesn't seem as reliable to do that. You know, that I'll just say that. We're on 3 Veiler. I don't think this is probably the move. Probably change that up. 3 Ghost Spell is kind of funny, because people are citing Bystials for, like, Fiendsmith and maybe even Mitsurugi. So hitting the Bystials out with the Ghost Spell, kind of nice. Even, like, I think people are playing DD Crow just to hit more things in the graveyard, which is a choice. Next up, we're on some generics. We're on Feather Duster, Lightning Storm. It's like pre-20 Snake Eye format again. People are back on these cards, I think. Lightning Storm, Feather Duster. Sure, I guess. And then next up, Evenly Match is actually really good. I'm going to keep this Evenly, because Evenly send Forbidden Droplet. Or, like, Evenly end of battle phase, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Droplet. Strong combo. So I don't think his Evenly's ever leaving. And my last slot is going to be Solemn Strike. I'm like, they're expecting a counter trap, so, like, let's add another counter trap. Why not? So I guess the changes of the extra deck would be, or side, sorry, would be these 2 cards, the playset available and the Solemn Strikes. I kind of want to keep these. These 9 are kind of decent in this deck, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now. Yeah, also let me know in the comments again what you guys think. Bye-bye.